guys, it's Brandon here from thirstgym.com. Today we're going to talk about an activity called the front foot elevated kettlebell split squat clean. All right, for this exercise, you're going to want to have a kettlebell and some type of elevation, like a small block, a DC block, a 45-pound plate, a small plyo box, something that's about 2 to 3 inches high, and we're going to use this for our front foot elevated position. And the kettlebell works preferably in this. If you have to use a dumbbell, you certainly can. The kettlebell is just going to feel a little more natural. All right, now so this exercise, we're going to have one foot up on the DC block in my case, but whatever you're using for elevation, make sure your whole foot's on here. Back leg's going to be back in a split squat position. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start with the kettlebell on our inside of our body. So if my right leg in this case is forward, I want to have the kettlebell actually kind of loaded on my left side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull the kettlebell up like I'm doing an upright row or a clean. But as I go to do that, I'm actually going to pull myself underneath the kettlebell just like I would if I was doing a hang clean or a power clean of some sort. Same kind of thing. And I'm going to go down and catch this, but I'm actually going to use the kettlebell to drive me lower than I normally would go. So in motion here, I'm going to go pull, elbows come forward. Pull, elbows come forward. So as you can see, I'm actually bringing the kettlebell towards my chin, and I'm trying to drop underneath it. Other leg, same kind of thing, give you a different side view here. Coming down, pull. Pull. Okay, so what this exercise works great for is helping athletes push their center of mass back since we're in a front foot elevated position. So if they're really anterior oriented, this works great at keeping the pelvis underneath us, but at the same time using that load. As we go to pull it up, we're going to pull ourselves under, and the load is going to help push us down further into that split squat position. It's going to force us to get underneath it, relax our pelvic floor, and actually go underneath that and catch that weight. Now, this is going to be an exercise that's good for people that need to work on better force absorption. So as they land, if they're always landing stiff, this is going to help them get down into that position so that they can actually do something from it. I'm sure you've seen people that when they land, they just look stiff like a bag of rocks. This exercise is going to help with that from a single leg pattern. So I really like this for different types of runners or single leg athletes that need to do a lot of running. This is a little more specific towards their sport. And I usually like to pair this with my plyometrics as a way to improve movement, but also teach them to still be fast, and not only be fast, but be fast getting underneath it and teaching their body to get into new positions safely and effectively. Now with this being like a general plyometric like exercise, my recommendation is to do this for 3 to 5 sets of about 3 to 5 reps per side. You are going to want to do both sides. Notice which side's a little more difficult. You're probably going to find that there is one that you have. That's totally okay. You can spend a little bit more time there if you so desire. But the key thing is to be fast, getting underneath the weight, making sure you're staying nice and tall through the whole range of motion. At no point do you want to be bent over. You want to make sure your whole foot, you can feel it on the block or whatever object you're using to elevate your feet. You also don't want to have too high of an elevation. The goal here is not to have a massive range of motion. The goal is just to get our mass back so that we're nice and stacked. You may find that your knee touches the ground, and that's entirely okay. But if you're trying to use a block that's 6 or 8 inches tall, that's too high for this particular activity. And then, like I said, use this as your plyometric or part of your plyometric based progressions to help you with your running and your movement capabilities. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.